Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Barasham Yahushai, Barasham Makan Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, and salutations to all his sincere clan. Hold on, sir. Can I once again move and remove the article I was supposed to bring out? Okay. Here it is. And this is an article that I just saw when I was just scrolling through my emails. Because I have a Quora account. I forgot the reason why I created one, but anyway, this is just some of the questions that people are often asking whenever you have just have some questions that people are often asking, and this one was interesting, right? Because not only is it dealing with reincarnation, but it's also dealing with witchcraft. So I decided to go into it and answer it. And the question is, and you have to bear with me for the noise. Unfortunately, still trying to, still unable to get a more quiet place to do the videos. But the question is, if reincarnation is real, how are mediums able to contact the dead and have conversations? And the it says here, I believe this should be the answer. According to Hinduism, which is the oldest tradition of knowledge about reincarnation, which is false, of course, because the oldest knowledge of reincarnation goes back to the scriptures. Because even the scripture speaks about reincarnation and how people are brought back in. That's even what reincarnation means. If you go into the etymology of the word reincarnation, it basically means back in the flesh, right? And you have so many precepts that are going into exactly that reincarnation, what it entails and what it means. And let's just get some quick ones. We'll do some quick hits, right? So let me go and get that. I should be in the book of Ecclesiastes. Okay. Let me start from the first chapter. So this is the book of Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9. That the thing that had been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new, it hath been already of old time, which was before us. This is talking about reincarnation as well, the same thing with life. There is no such thing as a new soul or a new life. This is basically a cycle of reincarnation in which you die and you are brought back again into the world. And that's exactly like I said, that's what reincarnation means, back in the flesh. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 11. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. Right, so basically what this is saying is that there is no remembrance of the past. You don't remember your past lives. And even if you die and you come back again, you still won't remember that past life. You still won't remember anything concerning it. And that's why, even though you have reincarnation, even though you have lived on the earth before as a different person, you do not remember those events, okay? So let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes, verse 3. And the reason why you have reincarnation, let's get that. Ecclesiastes 3, verse 14. I know that whatsoever the Most High, Yahweh Shai doeth, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And the Most High, Yahweh Shai doeth it that men should fear before him. Right, so even the soul is eternal, right? There is no destruction or of anything in, or rather, there's no true destruction of anything in the Most High's creation. That's why they always say, that's why one of the laws of physics is that energy can't be created or destroyed, but rather converted from one form to another. So Ecclesiastes 3 verse 15, that which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai required that which is past, right? Now we're getting the reason why you even have reincarnation. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there. and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there, and the place under the sun is right here on the earth, because this is where the place of judgment is. And this is where you come back in the flesh, you reincarnate, through the line of your fathers, mind you, in order to face your judgment again. Because within Hinduism, you do have that ideology that when you die, right, you die and you get reincarnated. You can be reincarnated into a animal, or even I believe maybe a plant as well, but maybe into an animal, or maybe sometimes a human being and things like that. And that is not the case, okay? When you are reincarnated, because the Most High Yahweh Shai, as it is written, is not the author of confusion, but of order among the churches. And even more so, there is different flesh and different spirits of animals and of human beings. So a human being can't reincarnate and become an animal the same way an animal can't reincarnate and become a human being. But everybody reincarnates in its own order according to the line of their families through their fathers. And when you come back upon the earth, you come back, to face judgment of what did in your past life. Because this is the true place of judgment. There is no hell, there is no planet hell. Okay. But continuing on. And this is something that our people even knew in the ancient world, all the way back, before you ever had anything like Hinduism. Okay. So continuing on, reincarnation is not immediate. The dead, if you are to so call them, often spend many years between incarnations. Mediums may be able to contact them during that time and have conversations. Mediums do often fail to contact certain spirits. This may be because those spirits are currently incarnated. Also, the dead may leave behind certain shades of themselves, like imprints in the akasha or ether. It may be possible for some mediums to contact and have conversations of a sort with these shades, even though they are not the actual soul of the dead person. And let's just get one thing clear, okay? It is unlawful to try to do a seance. It is unlawful to try to contact the dead. It is unlawful to do any of these actions, doing a seance, contacting the dead, contacting mediums. And this is what the scriptures say: suffer not a witch to live. Okay, and that's why you had those witch burnings back in the 15th century. Of course, that was mainly, realistically speaking, it was mainly Jake that was doing those witch burnings, right? But you had Jake always going overboard with everything, but that's beside the point. Leviticus 20, verse 27. A man also A man also, or a woman that hath a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard, shall surely be put to death, and they shall stone them with stones. Their blood shall be upon them. Right. So when you have a public execution like this, when somebody is being put to death for their wickedness, the blood of that person that is being put to death is upon their own heads. The people are guiltless for that blood. Okay. So let's get what this word is: familiar spirit, and the word here is how. Awab, Awab, or Ab. Or Ab, right? Ab, so that basically Abba. So Awab, and it looks like it's the roots. But anyway, the word means water skin bottle or necromancer. Necromancer, one who evokes the dead, those spirit of a dead one, the practice of necromancy. And that's what this familiar spirit refers to, basically trying to call back or call up the dead, necromancy, right? What I was wanting to get in the Hebrew is a wizard. This is the word right here, wizard. And this word is Yadana, Yadanai, Yadai, Yadaina, Yadainai, Yadainya, Yadainya, Salakia. It's difficult to pronounce all these words because Esau is using that Yiddish, not the proper Hebrew. The word should be Yadanya, Yadan, Yada. The word should be Yadanya or something along those lines. Yadan, something like that. Yadan, and the word is Yadan, okay, in the Hebrew, of course. A Noah, one who has a familiar spirit, soothsayer, necromancer, meteor, And this is, of course, unlawful according to the scriptures. You are not meant to be calling upon the dead or evoking the dead or doing, like I said, no seances, no calling upon the dead, no doing spiritual mediums, your voodoo, your Wicca, things like that. And, a lot of our people on this side are involved in those practices, especially the nigger woman. But you also have the nigger man as well. These metrosexual jigs that are always involved in this form of wickedness. Okay, and let's get another example of that. But let's get an example of a familiar spirit in the scriptures. So this is the book of Isaiah 28, verse 8, and it reads, okay, there's at the top. Isaiah 28, verse 6. And when Saul inquired of Yahweh, Yahweh answered him not, neither by dreams, nor by hearing, nor by prophets. Right? So there is a proper way in which to contact the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, and using familiar spirits or evoking the name of the dead is not it. You have it by prophets, by dreams, or by back in the ancient world, they had the rim and the thurim, basically the crystal ball in which they used to contact the in which they used to, inquire of the Most High or about Shami or Shai. But nowadays, it's only by dreams and prophecy that you really get that information or get that knowledge from the Most High or about Shami or Shai. So now, First Samuel 28 verse 7, and really the reason why the Most High did not contact Saul is because the Most High removed his spirit from Saul. So this is basically like Saul was bugging out right here, and he was trying to get that oil, right? Get that oil, get that fire from the Most High Yahweh Shai back, but he could not because the spirit of the Most High Yahweh Shai was no longer with him. So now, First Samuel 28 verse 7. Then said Saul unto his servant, seek me a woman that hath a familiar spirit, and I may go to her and inquire of her. And his servant said unto him, behold, there is a woman that hath a familiar spirit at Endor. And Saul disguised himself and put on other raiment. And he went, and two men with him. And they came to the woman by night and said, I pray thee, divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring him up, whom I shall name unto thee. And let me just make sure that this is correct, because during the time of Saul's rulership, there were no witches or people or necromancers or people like that within the land of Israel. So this is probably another nation that he had to go to, right? So this is right here, Endor, a place in the territory of Issachar, yet possessed by Manasseh, located 4 miles from north of Tabor. Okay, so basically it was still in the land of Israel, even though there shouldn't have been. Okay, people that can consult familiar spirits in the land of Israel during that time. But let's continue reading. First Samuel 28 verse 7. Then said Saul unto his servants, seek me a woman that hath a familiar spirit, that I may go to. Okay, I read that. First Samuel 28 verse 9. And the woman said unto him, behold, thou knowest what Saul had done, how he cut off those that have familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land. Wherefore then layest thou a snare for my life to cause me to die? And Saul sware to her by Yahweh, by Yahweh, saying, as Yahweh liveth, there shall be no punishment happen to thee for this thing. Then said the woman, whom shall I bring up to thee? And he said, bring me up Samuel, because Samuel had already perished, right? He had died at this time, and he was in the spirit world. So First Samuel 28 verse 12. When the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice, and the woman spake to Saul, saying, why hast thou deceived me, for thou art Saul? And the king said unto her, be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods ascending out of the earth. Right, so the Most High Yahweh opened her eyes and allowed her to see this vision, just to give a final message to the apostle, to Saul, because what he did was, and not once again, he was being wicked, because you're not supposed to allow these familiar spirits, these people that consult familiar spirits. Let me get that precept. Let me get that precept. Various forms of witchcraft is not supposed to be allowed among our people. Deuteronomy 28, Deuteronomy 18, and I'll start from verse 9. Deuteronomy 18 verse 9. When thou art come into the land which our thy power giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto Yahweh, and because of these abominations, Yahweh thy power doth drive them out of from before thee. So that is the reason why you don't have, these practices of witchcraft within the land of Israel, because it is an abomination. Okay, so continue on. Just finish up the story. And the king said unto her, okay, yeah. First Samuel 28 verse 14. And he said unto her, what form is he? Okay. What form is he of? And she said, an old man cometh up, and he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel, and stooped with his face to the ground and bowed himself. And Samuel said unto Saul, why hast thou disquieted me to bring me up? And Saul answered, I am sore distressed, for the Philistines make war against me. And the Most High, Jehovah Shai, departed from me, and answereth me no more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. Therefore have I called thee, that thou mayest make known unto me what I shall do. Then said Samuel, wherefore then dost thou ask of me, seeing Yahweh is departed from thee and is become thine enemy? So just like I was saying, the Most High, Jehovah Shai, took his spirit, his oil from Saul, and basically just, and basically, let me just get it. First Samuel 28 verse 17. And Yahweh hath done to him as he spake by me. For Yahweh hath rent the kingdom out of thine hand, and given it to thy neighbor, even to David. Right? So that power, that oil that was on that spirit that was on Saul was transferred to David. Is it not written, to him that hath much, more shall be added unto him, and to him that hath little, even that little which he hath shall be taken away from him? And this is an example of that happening, right? Because King Saul showed that he had little faith, little understanding of the Most High, Jehovah Shai, by not wiping out Amalek. And what the spirit that was on him was taken from him and given unto David, who had shown great faith and great fear of the Most High, Jehovah Shai, to the point where the Most High said, this is a man that is after my own heart. When he was talking about King David. So continuing on. And Yahweh hath done to him as he spake by me. For Yahweh hath rent the kingdom out of thine hand, and given it to thy neighbor, even to David, because thou obeyest not the voice of Yahweh, nor executest his fierce wrath upon Amalek. Therefore hath Yahweh done this thing unto thee this day. Moreover, Yahweh will also deliver Israel with thee into the hand of the Philistines, and tomorrow shalt thou and thy sons be with me. Yahweh also shall deliver the host of Israel into the hand of the Philistines. So Samuel here is just delivering the judgment of the Most High Yahweh Basham Yahushai to Saul, okay? But yeah, the point is being this, the question that is asked, if reincarnation is real, and reincarnation is real, how are mediums able to contact the dead and have conversations? And the answer is, they are not allowed to do that, and they shouldn't be, and they shouldn't do that, okay? That is not something that should be done. It is going off and unlawful according to the scriptures. So with that, once again, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Raka Kwadash. And before I close out, some people might ask now and say, if reincarnation is unlawful, right? Why is it that it is possible to do so? Because you always have Jake that always say that, people that always ask that question. If wicked, if something is wicked, why does the Most High Yahweh Shai allow it to happen? And let me get a precept, let me just get a precept that goes into that. So this is the book of Ecclesiastes 7, verse 29. Lo, this only have I found, that the Most High hath made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. And that's right, because you see, the people of this world, whether it's the heathen or two-third, they are always going about, seeking out many inventions, especially in wickedness. Okay, divination, observing of times, and even communicating with familiar spirits. There is an order that the Most High Yahweh Shami Ashai had set up in which you can do that, whether it's through dreams, through the Urim and the Turim, or through prophesying, right? But you have people that will go as far as to call upon try to call it themselves doing practicing necromancy and other unlawful, witchcraft, basically unlawful um, forms of witchcraft. Or like I think there's an order in which you inquire from the Most High Yahweh Shami Shai. There's another in which you inquire of information of none of these things. You are not supposed to inquire from the dead, right? Or call upon the dead, in order to get in order to inquire or to get questions answered. That is supposed to be from, you're supposed to inquire of the Most High Yahweh Shami Shai. But because, man's heart is not upright in him, that is why he is able to go and still do wickedness and still be against the Most High, Yahweh Basham Yahushai. Okay. And even the scriptures tell you, for the good are all things made unto good, but for the evil, right, are all things turned to destruction, are turned to wickedness. Let's go to that. That should be Ecclesiasticus, okay, in the Apocrypha. Yeah, right here, Ecclesiasticus 39. So this is Ecclesiasticus 39, verse 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. And with that, I'll end the video once again right here. All praises, honors, and glory. All praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. Basham Yahushua, Basham Rekah Kadash, Wa Abad Baba, Shalom.